You're planning a career of 20 years down the line. If you want to see yourself at the director level position, okay, you have to act like a director, you have to work like a director, right? You have to be into that role, you have to be into the role of decision making, you have to be or act or look like a director, right? So you can follow a role model. Like you remember, like there are a lot of actors, if you know, right, who are actually mimicking Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan, right? Lot of people are there who are mimicking these guys, and they are thinking that these are their role models, and they're trying to act it in the same way, right? Similarly, what we can do is, like, if you think about Steve Jobs, or you think about Ratan Tata, or anybody in this world, right? Whoever is your role model, just follow them and see what they have done, how they have done, right? Once you are, able to understand what career graph you are designing, okay, you have to also find out what activities which you are doing are essential or trivial. Okay, some activities which you're doing monotonously, like, every day you're going to office, and every day you are making some excels, or some drafts which you are sending to your managers, or you're working on some documentation part, but it is very monotonous. Every day you have to do, send out the reports to everybody and all. So think about the trivial part, okay, which is really not useful in your life. Okay, some meetings which are really not useful, which you are not able, which are not required for you to attend, just skip it. Most of the time what we happen is, like, our calendars are full, we are not able to decide on how or where, how to spend time for ourselves, for our growth or our transformation, okay, because we are totally dedicated to office work, and, like, we are completely into that meetings and into that calendars and whatever deliveries we are doing, right? Now I'll just give you an example, like, in my case, like, I'm dealing with our director, and I could see his calendar is completely full. Okay, he is having so many meetings, multiple meetings. I just asked him, how do you manage these multiple meetings? At the same slot, you are having three meetings. How do you prioritize it? Right? So he just answered me one thing: I am just attending the essential meetings. I am not going everywhere. I'm just, attending the people who really need me, or who have priority for that particular task or that particular work. Okay, so this is something which we can learn from our senior leadership, right? Like, how they are performing their duties, right? When we are actually working on into, small organizations, at that time, if you see, the vision they are having is very crystal clear, right? They want to achieve this much profit into this many years. They have that particular target. But if you are working in a big industry, or a big MNC, or a corporate world, okay, at that time, your particular department is very small in front of that big organization. Okay, at that time, you have to also explore the big world out there. When you think, one second. Okay, so when you are dealing with your passion, right? So at that time, you also need to understand how the business works, how the big picture is looking. Okay, so whenever you are focusing only on your deliverables, okay, whatever you are completing in a day, think about from that perspective what the leadership is doing from that reports. Okay, from that business, how much profits they are getting in a on a monthly basis, or the yearly basis, or the quarterly basis, right? There are so many things which you can explore in your own organization. And like, if you are interested more into, sales or marketing and all that stuff, there are a lot many applications or tools available in market, which actually gives you comparison between, different businesses or different industries, like manufacturing. Okay, what all is currently going on in manufacturing, you will come to know, like, what all things are going on just by looking at the tools. Like, suppose there is one tool called as Gartner reports. Okay, in that Gartner reports, you are actually able to see the comparison of all the IT industries, or all the top five, I would say, companies which are actually, dealing in the current market. So you can understand the big picture, or the big scenario of what your organization is into, what products they are working into, and what is the annual or, quarterly profit which they are earning. Okay, this might sound a little bit trickier because at the current role, like if you're working as a manager or a, analyst or maybe a developer, or you have just joined the organization at this point of time, you are not aware of that big picture. Okay, what your company or what your organization is working into. You are just focusing on the deliverable. Something has been assigned to us. आज शाम को देना है. You are just going to complete that Excel or document and you are delivering it. Okay, try to understand the bigger picture. Okay, when you go out, seek information, you are actually collaborating with other people. Okay, you are increasing your network, you are actually showing them the interest, like okay, I am interested in this organization, I want to lead myself with the vision of the organization, and think in that perspective, I want to grow the business as per what my organization wants. Okay, now this could result into two things. One, like you might work in your own organization, and you may reach that level of the director or the CXO position in next like maybe 15-20 years, whatever you have planned in your graph. Or something, you might also think about your entrepreneurship, like if you want to start with your own organization. Okay, if you have those core values inbuilt in yourself, right, you can also think about how you can invest yourself, your knowledge, okay, into your own entrepreneurship or own organization which you want to build. Okay, if you have those powerful core values, you can also start something on your own, right? So, and for the freshers, like whenever they are launching themselves, right, they are actually coming into the market, they are just new to the market. Nothing is impossible for them as well, because there are a lot of there are a lot of major opportunities which are available in market. Okay, earlier it was just like couple of I would say, in with respect to IT, like only couple of things were there in market, like this .NET or any programming or database programming or networking. There were very few options, but now if you move into the digital world, okay, there are a lot of other options which are available in market. So it's just not the big data, data science or machine learning, but there are other things like digital marketing is there, SEO engineering is there. So many things are coming as a new platforms, and there are so many things to learn and explore yourself, as well as when you are actually putting down it in your resume, like I have done this certification, or I have taken this I've taken this course or something, a designing part or something I've done, right? You are actually showing a small a portfolio which you have created, or something, I would say a small piece of, you know, a program which you have created. Like earlier days, we used to create small programs to, show. So in that way, like if you create your portfolio, okay, in that case, you are actually approaching the organization in a better role. Okay, so creating a portfolio is what? Basically, it's just not that, 6 or 8 page resume, but it is actually working on the background of your role, or what current we are doing, or what education you have taken in. Okay, so moving on, like how you can network or brand yourself. So how you can create your own portfolio, or a sample, or I would say something which you are going to give to the organization, which actually identifies you, right? So for freshers, or or somebody like if you talk about women associates, most of the time it happens that women are after marriage they need to take a break, or maybe if after kids, after maternity, they have to take a break. And most of the time it happens that there is a large gap between their career. Okay, so like 1 or 2 year, then they struggle a lot to get back into the same career stream. So at that time, for them as well, networking acts as a big role for them. Okay, so if you are branding yourself, if you are branding your portfolio in such a way that that organization is actually able to capture you. Okay, you don't have to run or share your resumes across the world or across the organizations. You don't have to run behind anyone. The organization is coming behind you. They are going to target you. Okay, and how that can happen is Like you need to first of all network yourself, and network yourself in a positive way where you're going to increase your connections. Like suppose we have a LinkedIn facility, so on LinkedIn if you see, there are lots and lots of people who are collaborating nowadays, right? From each and every stream, from each and every group, all the types of organizations you can find out on the LinkedIn, right? Lot of different roles are available. If you want to search for some manager role, search for it, there will be thousands or lakhs of people who are in that role. If you want to look for a scrum master role, there are lakhs of people who are in the scrum master role. What you have to do is do nothing, just send them the connections every day. Okay, brand yourself in such a way that you are going to be noticed. Okay, post something, some article every day, like everybody is going to watch like what you have written, what articles you are writing, or some kind of precious value you are sharing. Okay, it could be anything. If you are there on LinkedIn, okay, every day, maybe you are commenting something, you are liking some others post, or you are yourself, you are posting some articles or blogs, or some good technology images or something. Okay, you will be noticed. Basically you will be noticed by other organizations. Okay, when you are sending connections to other people related to that same role, they are also watching you. Okay, they are also actually in collaboration with you. So just be open to everything. And the thing I just wanted to show you